Good morning, class. We are going to start with reviewing some of our newer phonograms. So sitting up nice and straight, eyes up here. A, 4-letter A. R, 2-letter R. 2-letter F. J, 3-letter J, used only after a single vowel that says a, or a. G, 2-letter G, always followed by a vowel. U. This one has 6 sounds. O, oo, uff, off, ah, ow. Say that with me. O, oo, uff, off, ah, ow. Oi, that we do not use at the end of English words. Excuse me. Oi, that we do use at the end of English words. All right, let's try one more time. A, 4-letter A. R, 2-letter R. 2-letter F. J, 3-letter J, used only after a single vowel that says a, or a. G, 2-letter G, always followed by a vowel. U. O, oo, uff, off, ah, ow. Oi, that we do not use at the end of English words. Oi, that we do use at the end of English words. All right, class, for our words today, our first phonogram is oo, What are you going to write? Good. Oo, Say it while you write it. Put your finger under that phonogram, class. What is it? Good. Oo, This is our oo, If you didn't have that, pause the video, write it 3 times, saying it while you write it. Oo, All right, our next one is the phonogram that just says E. All right, so what are you going to write? Good. E. Say it while you write it. All right, class, what did you just write? All right, I hope you're telling me E, double E, always says E. This is the only phonogram that just says E. Class, this one can say E, but it has 2 sounds. What are the 2 sounds of this? Good. E. All right, our next phonogram is ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, or a. Class, what are you going to write? Good. Ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, or a. Say it while you write it. All right, class, what did you just write? Good. Ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, or a. This is our ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, or a. All right, so if you didn't have that, write it 3 times. Say it while you write it. All right, the next phonogram is or. What are you going to write? Good. Or. Say it while you write it. All right, class, put your finger under that phonogram. What is it? Good. Or. All right, we'll do one more, but it won't be in our words today. But it's another one of those that we have a harder time remembering, usually. That we do use at the end of English words. Class, what are you going to write? Good, ah, that we do use at the end of English words. Write it and say it while you write it. All right, class, what did you just write? Good, ah, that we do use at the end of English words. All right, so if you didn't have that one, write it 3 times and say it while you write it. All right, class, our first word is wood. What's the word? Good, wood. We used wood to start the fire. Wood. What sounds do you hear in the word wood? Good, our sounds are w, d. Our is u. Class, which are we using? Good, u. Write those sounds, say them while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. Remember, if you're ever not ready, just pause it until you are. What is it? Good. What? Which Good. U, and good. D. So make sure we're starting our D in the correct spot. Where is that? Good. Over a space just below the dotted line, touch 2 on the clock. All right. Let's go through our markings. Does this need a marking? How about this? All right, we're going to underline it because those 2 letters are working together to make the sound. But what are the 2 sounds of this phonogram? Good, oo, So how are we going to mark it? Good, it gets an underline and a 2 on top. All right, let's read our word, class. Good, wood. All right, the next word is match. Class, what's the word? Good, match. We used a match to start the fire. Match. What sounds do you hear in the word match? Good, our sounds are ch. We're going to use ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, or a. Class, which ch are we using in match? Good. Ch, 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, or a. Write those sounds and say them while you write them. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Good. Yeah. Ch. Which ch? Good. Ch. 3-letter ch, used after a single vowel that says a, or a. All right, so if yours doesn't look like mine, pause the video and fix it. Now we'll mark it. Does this need a marking? How about this? Saying its first sound. How about this one? Good, and we're underlining this Y. Right, those 3 letters work together to make that sound. Pick up your pencil. And let's read our word. Good, match. All right, the next word is sleep. What's the word? Good, sleep. I did not go to sleep early enough last night. Sleep. All right, class, what sounds do we hear in sleep? Listen one more time because we've got some consonants that might want to stick together. Sleep. What are our sounds? Good. Our sounds are s, o, e, p. Right. Our e, we're going to use e double e. Class, which e do we use in sleep? Good. E double e. All right, write those sounds. Say them while you write them. All right, put your finger under that first phonogram. What is it? Good. O. E, which E? Good. E double E. And good. All right, let's go through the markings. Good. And how about this one? All right, pick up your pencil. All right, let's read our word. Good, sleep. All right, our next word is slept. Class, what's the word? Good, slept. That's the past tense of sleep. So you could say, I slept for 8 hours last night. Slept. What sounds do you hear in the word slept? Good. Our sounds are s, o, a, p, t. All right, go ahead and write those sounds and say them while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Good. S, o, a, t. I should have probably had us do that 2 times because I wonder if any of our consonants were trying to stick together. I hope we got all 5 of those sounds. All right, does this need a marking? Saying its first sound. How about this? This. All right, class, what kind of a syllable is this? Remember, if I'm asking what kind of syllable, the answers that I'm looking for are either open or closed. Those are the 2 main kind of syllables I'd ask about. So is this an open syllable or a closed syllable? All right, I hope we said closed. Remember, any syllable that ends with a consonant is a closed syllable. All right, so one more time, what kind of syllable is this? Good, this is a closed syllable. All right, our next word is forest. What's the word? Good, forest. We went on a hike through the forest. All right, so forest is a 2-way word. To make sure we spell it correctly, we say forest. All right, say that with me. Forest. Good. All right, now how do we say forest to spell it? Good, forest. All right, how many syllables are in forest? Show me. I hope you've got this. There are 2 syllables. All right, class, can you tell me what our first syllable is in forest? Good, it's 4. All right, and then what's our second syllable? Good, est. All right, let's try and do that whole word together. All right, what are the sounds in our first syllable? 4. Good. Or. All right, and our second syllable, est, what are the sounds? Good. S, t. So one more time, our sounds in forest. Good. Or. Then our syllable break, s, t. All right, write those sounds and say them while you write them. All right, class, what's or put your finger under that first phonogram. What do I need to write to spell that word? Good. Or. Okay, what's next? Good. All right, so make sure yours looks like this. And let's mark it. Does this need a marking? How about this? Good. Why are we underlining it? Good. Those 2 letters are working together to make that sound. Does this need a marking? This one? This one? All right. Oh, class, what kind of syllable is our last syllable in forest? Look at that last letter. Is it a vowel or a consonant? I hope you said consonant. That means it's what kind of syllable? All right, good. This is a closed syllable. All right, pick up your pencil and we'll mark our word. Now, so we say forest to, oops, sorry, we should read our word first. Let's read it. Good, forest. We say forest to spell it. When we're talking, we say forest. So forest, forest. Forest, forest. All right, we're going to need a thinking cap. Is it in our first syllable? Listen, forest, forest. I hear for in both those words. This one isn't changing. All right, it's going to be in our second syllable. Forest, forest. Forest, forest. All right, class, what sound is different between those two words? Tell me. Good, it's the e. So that's what's going to get our thinking cap. All right, this sounds more like a kind of sound when I say it. So we have to say, how do we say this word to spell it? Good, forest. All right, our last word, this one's a little bit tricky, is nature. What's the word, class? Good, nature. All right, I love to go out and explore nature. All right, nature is a two-way word though. To spell it, we say nature. All right, so listen again, because I know it's a little funny. Nature. All right, say that with me, nature. Okay, how many syllables are in nature? Show me. Good, there's 2 syllables. In nature, can you tell me what the first syllable is? All right, good, it's nay. What sounds do you hear in the syllable nay? Good, n-a. Class, it's an open syllable, and that's what's letting our a say a. All right, so can you tell me the rule for a in our open syllables? All right, our rule is a, e, o, and u. Usually say a, e, o, u, or oo at the end of a syllable. All right, go ahead and write that first syllable, nay. Put your syllable break at the end. All right, our second syllable is tuer. What's the second syllable? Good, tuer. All right, what sounds do we hear in the syllable tuer? All right, our sounds are t, u, r. Our u is a, u, u, u. How are we going to make it say u, class? Good, silent final e, job 1. Write the sounds in that second syllable tuer. Say them while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Good. A. All right, class, what kind of a syllable is this? Good, an open syllable. All right, what's next? Good. T. Good, U. R. And good, silent final E, job 1. All right, so make sure yours looks like mine. All right, let's go through our markings. Does this need a marking? How about this? Good, class, why are we underlining that? Good, it's saying its name. How about this? How about this? Well, we've got silent final E, job 1, so it's saying its name. How about this? Good, and this. Good, we're gonna double underline it. All right, pick up your pencil. All right, Let's read our word, and we'll read just what's on here. All right. So, nature, nature. Okay. When we're talking, though, we say nature, and we'll take a slight pause before we put our thinking caps in. Sometimes our U in English is a little bit tricky. Sometimes it will distort or kind of mess up or change the sound of a consonant that came before it. That happens with S, it happens with T. So if there's an S or a T before a U, and there's another one that I can't remember right now, it will kind of mess up or distort that sound. A good example of this is this word. Okay, so this word is a two-way word, but I'm sure you all know it, and I'm sure many of you like this. What is this word, class? So this is sugar, sugar. All right, do you hear how there's a sh sound at the beginning? But this is s. All right, it's because our U here is distorting this sound. All right, so if U is after S, it'll often change it to a sh sound. If it's after t, it will often change it to a ch sound. So listen, nature. All right, so we need a couple of thinking caps. They're both going to be in the second syllable here. All right, so nature is how we say it. To spell it, nature is how we, nature is how we say it when we're talking. So our first syllable stays the same. What's the first sound that changes in nature? Nature. Right, I hope you told me it was this because we're just talking about that. We're going to put a thinking cap on top of our t because the U makes it make a ch sound. All right, the other thing, listen one more time. Nature, nature. So nature, nature. All right, so we've got a silent final E job 1 here, but it also, instead of making a U-er sound, it does sound more like the of hurt. So we're going to put our thinking cap on both of those phonograms. All right, class, one more time. How do I say this word to spell it? Good, nature. And how do I say it when I'm talking? Good, nature. All right, I will see you in our next video.